We are fortunate today to be appointed by the author himself, the favourite man from Bilston. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say welcome to this Buckland. God save the Queen! Well, thank you very much. It's nice to see all your happy, smiling faces, and also renewing old ties that I've had over the years. I've been coming here all my life now. As I say, I was born in the Marines, and most of you remember the Western, or even the trams, went all the way from Marines to Bilston. And I used to come over here as a kid like this. I think I came on the trams themselves over here to come to Bilston Market. I've worked here at several places over the years, so to me, Bilston has been part of my life. So it's a pleasure to come over. And it's my privilege to have to introduce our friends here, one after the other, to have a few words with you. Right? So we'll ask Davies. I'll introduce your name because that's the long time. Davies, you're the first of the floor.
Thank you very much, Percy. And I should remind you that we from Bilston, you used to come from Marines, but we used to go from Bilston to Technical Pool, and that was our day out. And my mum used to take me on the trolley bus. We used to get two trolley buses to go to Technical, and we used to have a lovely day, because we haven't got the facilities in Bilston that they got at Technical Pool.
Very true.
But everything else we've got in Bilston, and particularly this morning, we've got the launch of Aaron's new book. And it's a great pleasure to be here, and particularly really to welcome the 7th edition. And in particular, the reason for that, as we all remember, Joan, Ron's wife, was a great aid and there's such benefit to Ron in the production of these books. And of course we lost Joan, and I know that Ron committed himself to making the book that was dedicated to her memory. And in that process we got him through the grief, and he's now active in the community again. And he's now committed to going on to do further production. That's the good news today, that we've got the 7th edition, and we're going to get the 8th edition and the 9th edition. As long as you keep the pictures coming in, and we've got such a wonderful, illustrious history in Bilston, and we've got such wonderful records of our lives in Bilston and our families' lives. I can't see Ron ever running short of the pictorial evidence of our history in Bilston to keep on producing these treasures. And in particular, and I know Pat's going to mention this morning, as you know, we're engaged at Bilston in a very important struggle right at this moment. We're engaged in a struggle for our very survival of the name of Bilston. And that's why today is a very useful opportunity to remind ourselves of really what we've got to be doing in order to make sure that Bilston and all that we can for survives. And that's why we've got some, I think Pat has already put some of these letters out. Many of you will have already sent them off to the boundary commissioners, and we're talking obviously about the way in which they want to cast Bilston to the four winds. They want to put part of Bilston in Walsall, part of Bilston in Dudley, and really they want to obliterate all of that wonderful illustrious history that we've got. And it dates back, as Ron will tell you, because he's our historian and he told me, we date back to before 994. That's how much history we've got in Bilston. even before the Doomsday Book. But this book that Ron produces of Bilston and of Ladymoor and of Brayley, they were all mentioned in the Doomsday Book. So there's one thing that people can't say, and particularly these faceless people, these boundary commissioners, who know nothing of Bilston, know nothing of the Black Country, know nothing of what we are and who we stand for and what we can for. All they know is that they have to draw lines on a map. They take no account of our history, no account of our local identity. And that to us, with our culture, as a Black Country town, is vitally important to what went before and what we are today. And so it's vitally important that we campaign together, all of us together, to keep Bilston united. And it's summarised really in this book and all the other books that Ron has produced for us, because he's kept that wonderful history of Bilston. He's produced that wonderful history for us to look back on and to be proud of. And I'll just remind you that there's not many towns today in this year of 2011 that still make sure that we produce a Christmas meal for all of our pensioners. How many towns in Britain today can claim that they produce for their senior citizens at least the opportunity for them to have a good meal at Christmas? And we've done that all through the years. And the money that comes from the Emma bequest, but before that, the money that came from the Crier League and the Domino League and the Darts League was all put together, and people in their fun and having the game that they enjoyed in their local pubs was able to contribute to making sure that we looked after our own. And that's what life is about, is looking after us, each other. And so today I think Ron has crystallised what Bilston means to us. And I'm so pleased that he's a pal of mine, and I'm so pleased that he does what he does, because he doesn't do it just in the way of producing a picture of your family or mine, but he encapsulates the whole of our culture in that wonderful book. So I do want to congratulate you once again, Ron. Thank you for laying on such a lovely evening, and thank you all for coming to show that we support Ron in all that he's doing for Bilston. Thank you.